Hey everybody, it's MCG, the Mighty Christian Gamer, here to report on E3 2015. I have to say, I really did enjoy this year. It was good all round for the most part. There was a lot of great announcements that I was thankful for. Games coming out for the end of this year and into the next year. And what a flaming opening it was. So, first of all, the Nintendo World Championships was fun. It was just great. It was great just seeing. I think Nintendo just pulled it off really right. It was a great event. You really enjoyed yourself. It had so much fun. So many games they announced, but oh man, I think every Earthbound fan in the world cried with liquid pride when they heard the announcement of Earthbound Beginnings, the very first in the Mother series being released in English on the Virtual Console. What? I tell you, when I woke up in the morning, because I woke up and that was the first thing I saw, and I was just so pumped up from seeing that. I was just walking around, I was just like, oh man, I was like nerding out all morning. I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I just couldn't get back to sleep after reading that, because I was just like, Earthbound Beginnings, Earthbound Beginnings. And, oh man, what a way to celebrate 20 years of Earthbound, eh? Now I'm hoping we don't have to wait 5 years to see Mother 3 being released on this end. Sorry Reggie, I know you hate people mentioning that, but what a mind. Well, my mind was just in pieces when I saw it. It was just so incredible. But then the next day E3 started, and whoa man, did Bethesda, they opened the show, and boy did they open the show. How did they open the show? Well, I'll tell you how they opened the show. They showed the new Doom. I could not have been so much more happier. I was just bouncing off the walls when I saw it. The gameplay footage, it basically was, they seem to have taken the brutal Doom mod, up the graphics to modern day, and just went nuts. It all just looked so cool. The enemies, the monsters, the guns, the kills you could do by weakening enemies. I mean, they literally, this guy, Murray, the Doom guy, literally twisted a guy's leg completely around and then slammed the boot right into the guy's face. And I was like, yes! I was just bouncing again when I saw it. And it was just to see that incredible motion, how it just kept going on and on. It kind of seemed, although it did kind of seem like those Bioshock Infinite demos that we saw when it was being in development, you know, when we kind of were seeing the, you were seeing all the cool Book of the Wit and Elizabeth just walking around, and these were places you never actually saw in the game because they were specifically made just to show people what was going to, give hints about what the game was going to be instead of giving away any I think what's going to happen. But man, if this game delivers, it's going to deliver. But I will say, I hope they do put in more metal and less dubstep, because why? Dubstep is dead. Dubstep is crap. I don't like dubstep, okay? I know that there's fans of it, but there's a limit, okay? You don't need to have it in everything. It's just, okay, I've just got to put it out there. It's just one of those things you just don't need to put in everything. But, and then they showed Fallout 4 and gave us more details on it, and that game looks incredible. It looks gorgeous. I was just like, if they can keep the theme that they are going with in this, we are going to have one heck of a good Fallout. I mean, my favourite Fallout to this day is still the very first one. It's just got something there. It's always had that quality. I've always enjoyed the original Fallout, but hey, what a great start. And then Microsoft Now Microsoft, such an improvement this year. Why? Well, first of all, they kind of took a note from Nintendo's book from last year of starting heavy. And what do I mean heavy? I mean they showed Halo 5, not just a movie trailer, an actual gameplay. What the gameplay is, what the environments are going to look like, how it's going to work, and cooperative single player campaign. Yeah, you're going to be able to play cooperatively with your friends, just going crazy, saving the galaxy, saving the human race, stopping the Covenant from destroying the universe, stopping the Flood from destroying the universe, and all the other stuff, and commanding your own army of your own team of. Oh man, it was just fantastic. Now, one thing I really was impressed with Microsoft, nearly everything they announced is coming this holiday. Holiday 2015 and early 2016, how it should be. I did not hear 2016, 2016, 2016, 2016. It was not. It was, here's games coming this year. And what games? Well, Tomb Raider. Yeah, Tomb Raider. Apparently that's exclusive, but I'm guessing it's going to be a timed exclusive for. Yeah, I'm just going to take a guess at that. But that's just kind of my thing. And Rare. Yes, people, Rare. Are Rare back? I'm not entirely sure, but my goodness, they are working on a game. The Rare Studio is working on a game that has nothing to do with Kinect or avatars. Mind blown. I was just so happy to finally go, finally. And I think to kind of celebrate this, they're going to release the Rare Collection, which is like 30 classic games from way back from the very beginning days of Rare till today, and all in one game. So it's going to be kind of like the Sega Master Collection, which I think is one of the best collection games, period. All those games in just one disc. It's just fantastic for me. But oh man, they showed and they announced and they gave some good indie love as well. Oh wait, no, sorry. Before I move on, the game that Rare's working on, Sea of Thieves. You know that's the pirate ships that were the only really good thing about Assassin's Creed 4. Remember how you kind of asked, oh, I kind of wish that the whole game was like this. Well, Microsoft is making a game that's pretty much all that, and it's exclusive to them. So kudos to you, Microsoft. You've given us an exclusive. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for giving Rare the chance to make a game again. Is this game going to be good or great? I don't know, but I'm hoping it will be. I'm hoping it will lead to Rare making great games again. I'm kind of reading in between the lines a bit and doing things, and I know everybody was kind of announced that there was no banjo or anything else, but to be honest with you, with the ukulele coming out, I think ukulele would have overshadowed it, let's be honest, and I would rather have a game that's coming out soon rather than having to wait a few years. So, next thing on it, Gears of War. New Gears of War being made and a remaster. Well, okay, a remaster of the first few Gears of War games. I can dig it, it's fine. It's nothing for me, but I'm kind of thinking that Gears of War kind of had its day, so I'm hoping that they do something different because there's been so many Gears of War clones now that I think everyone's just kind of gone when they see that kind of thing. But if they do enough different, enough to be its own unique thing, perfect, good, I'm all up for that. And another new game being made by Platinum Games, I think. No, wait. Retro Studios, the people who made new Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and things like that. The guys who just done fantastic things recently. Recall. Now this was a movie trailer kind of thing, so you couldn't really tell what was going on, what it really was. It was really more of a movie thing, but heck, it's a new IP. They didn't give it a date or anything. They just said 2016, but as I say, there's enough games coming out in 2015 to keep me happy. And they gave some really good indie love. And one game that that really caught my eye and attention was Cuphead. Man, that game looks so good. A 1930s art style, a cartoon art style, one that I'm like, why haven't people done more of this kind of thing? You know, tried older animation styles and bringing them more into modern day and implementing them into video games. I think they'd look pretty fun and hilarious. And this one did look over the top and hilarious, and it just looked really fun. It was colourful, and yeah, that was something else I was rather impressed with a lot of these new games they showed. Not all of them are brown and grey. Yeah, they actually realised, you know, some people might actually like more than 2 colours from the colour spectrum. Let's give them more bright colours and things that actually look to make things look nicer. And they showed the HoloLens. I'm not sure what to make of it. I'm not interested in virtual reality. I kind of think that virtual reality's main uses will be outside of gaming, you know, used for other things, you know, like in schools and such like that. But if they do it right, they could have something special on their hands. So I'm not writing it off. I'm not saying that it's going to be a pointless venture. I'm just going to say it'll probably take a while for it to take off incredibly, but if they handle it right, we could have decentness. But I just kind of wish that they used something else other than Minecraft to look. I know the Minecraft mass appeal, but there's so many versions of it. People, and you say the latest and newest version of Minecraft, it's exactly the same version, but you can look at it through some goggles. Yay! No, I don't care. But yeah, okay. HoloLens, it's a thing. Whatever. I'm not going to really dig on it too much on it. Now on to something else. Ubisoft came out and they actually announced 2 things out of their really boring conference. Seriously, I was just kind of like, are you going to announce anything interesting? And they did start off with something quite interesting. South Park, a new South Park style game, like the Stick of Truth, but this one's called the Fractured Butthole. Yeah, we get it, but they're going with the superhero aspect, which I think is just hilarious and brilliant. I'm going to look forward to playing that game. I'm hoping it's going to be just as good as the Stick of Truth, but be longer, have a much more story based, be a bit more open, have a few more classes to choose from. And I did think the whole scene when it started was just brilliant, because I really enjoyed the Paper Mario, Super Mario, Mario and Luigi style of combat in it, and it was just so good to see, so good. And another game for people who are fans of things like Chivalry. I can't remember the full name of it, but Chivalry on Steam, you know, that's a first-person medieval combat game which you play online against people, is For Honor. For Honor is, well, literally Chivalry medieval warfare. Yep, just remembered the name. But in a third person, and I've got to say, it does look pretty good. Looks a lot more in depth, because the thing is, in medieval warfare, a lot of the time you're just doing this, aren't you? And it didn't really seem all that precise, but this one seems like it's going for a more precise look and more toe-to-toe kind of feel, rather than just slash when you've got an opportunity, although that is pretty much sword combat in a nutshell, but yeah, okay, it's good, it's decent. So, now to Sony. Yeah, now, before anybody jumps on my back, I think Sony had a really good press conference, but there was just one niggling problem. I'm going to go through it when I go through my notes. So, first of all, The Last Guardian. Wow, none of us were expecting this. It was such a pleasant surprise, such a fantastic whoa moment that it's actually happening. We're actually seeing it. This looks gorgeous, this looks amazing, this looks so incredible, this looks so much fun, this looks so gorgeous. I was really blown away by seeing it, but when's it coming out? 2016. Now, and the next one that I saw that was really impressed me, Horizon Zero Dawn. It kind of looked like Monster Hunter, except that the monsters are robots, machines rather than actual monsters, but it did look really cool and precise. Like having to time your strikes, having to time your shots, having to take your opportunities when you had them. It looked very in depth and it looked very cool. It looked gorgeous. It had such a wonderful art style. I had no real argument against it. Again, 2016. Yeah. Then the next one, No Man's Sky. Oh my goodness. Even though this one was rather brief compared to everything else, oh man, you see the scale of it and my goodness, it just looks incredible. This space exploration thing, how it looks like you're going to be able to just do whatever you want, see whatever you want. And the amount of planets they've got on it just looks so incredible and gorgeous. They showed combat, they showed space combat, they showed combat on the ground. They showed what some of the enemies are going to be. They showed you chartering some of the creatures of planets you visited. And it looks really good, but no release date, probably 2016. And then they kind of did some things where I was just like, this is something I really give kudos to Microsoft for. They did not give a single segment to Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty. But guess who did? Sony. They gave a segment to Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty. Do I really have to say anything? I already said it before. People who watch these going to see are going to get it. Who get Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed aren't watching this. They aren't watching your E3. They're going to buy the game anyway. They're just not interested in anything else. They just want Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. There was no need to show it. We know it's coming, but anyway, I wasn't really enamoured by that. Then they showed this really weird thing, Final Fantasy World 26 that's coming out in 2016 again. Yeah, this game didn't look interesting, but that probably was because it was mainly a movie trailer that didn't really tell me anything. It didn't look interesting. I thought it just looked I didn't really care when I saw it, but and then the weirdest thing, now I'm happy that this happened, don't get me wrong, I am glad that this happened, but it kind of felt like, why? It was Shenmue 3 Kickstarter. What? Yeah. Shenmue 3. Oh boy, this is interesting. Why a Kickstarter? If this was Shenmue 3 exclusive to PlayStation 4, as in Sega lost it, Sony bought the rights, so from Sega, they got the rights to Shenmue 3, so they just went, exclusive to our platform, perfectly alright. But no, a Kickstarter for a game that's aiming to be on all consoles and PC. Yeah, that kind of felt like a filler section. I mean, he didn't bring anything either. He just kind of like, he had this like trench coat on, like he just like walked in, he just kind of went, "Hi guys, how's it going? I just kind of wanted to say hello. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just here to talk about Shenmue 3. Oh, good, get out there, we need to prepare for the next thing." And he's just like, okay. So he just walks out and talks about Shenmue 3 Kickstarter. And I was like, why exactly? This game probably isn't going to come out for a few years because it's being funded and it's reached its goals. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, it's reached its goals and I'm glad it's happening, but really, why a Kickstarter? And on a showroom saying, this was your show, why? Anyway, but then the thing, you know what I'm talking about, the thing that came up that the thing that sent everyone, sorry, I was just checking the camera to see that it was actually recording, because if I was talking for at least last 23 minutes I would have been really annoyed. But, okay. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yes. Oh yes. Now I want everyone to know that even though Final Fantasy VII is not my favourite game, I love it. I think it's a great game. I have no problems with it whatsoever. But I have two concerns. One, is this, do I really want the people who made Final Fantasy 13 and gave it 2 sequels, made a horrendous broken MMO and made a fixed one later, what, do I really want them people to be in charge of this? Second of all, this is what Final Fantasy really needs to be. Final Fantasy 7 with voices, upped graphics, that's it. Maybe a tweak, maybe tweak at the materia section a bit, making weapons more cooler and things like that, but that's all you need to do. Don't try and be fancy, don't try to make things more mopey or stupid or things like Final Fantasy 13. Keep it Final Fantasy 7. That's all you need to do. Now on to Nintendo! Yeah, part 2. Yeah, I've talked about Earthbound Beginnings /0 /Mother 1 / whatever, but I'm gonna say their presentation, I loved the puppets. I thought the puppets were just so funny and brilliant. And my goodness, what a start. Starfox. Starfox. Ah, Starfox, to see Starfox just blew my mind. I was just like, this is how you're opening. I was just like, Starfox music, nice. Starfox puppets, it comes full circle. Starfox, woo! And what a Starfox it looks. They've taken Starfox 2, except for the poodle with ribbons, look it up, you'll know what I'm on about. And so vehicles have transformations now. We have, it's the original team of Falco, Slippy, Fox and Peppy here, and Rob64 piloting the Great Fox, and it just looked incredible. It just looked so gorgeous. You had cockpit view. You could like switch between the screen and the Wii U. You're kind of aiming with the gyroscope with very precise controls, and it just looked and played so well. Seemed like, and it's coming this year. It's definitely coming this year. And Whoa, what a beginning. To be fair, for a lot of people this was kind of like the only real highlight, except for the graphics hordes who won't shut up about it. Seriously, you've got a Starfox game that you wanted, and then you're complaining about it. Seriously, I sometimes think that there's no pleasing to you Nintendo haters, I really don't. Anyway, some of the things they announced, it was mainly release dates and things. There really wasn't any big surprises, but to be honest with you, I was kind of expecting it. And to be fair, so the thing is, I'm so glad it was games focused mainly that are coming out for the next year. And to be honest with you, look how many are coming out 2015. Yeah, I have messy handwriting, just look at all that. All that is coming out, except for these two, because that's something else. But here's the thing, so great. I mean, Yoshi's Woolly World, the American release date, we know it's coming for us next week in Britain. Oh yes, Brits are getting it first. Don't worry, I think you're getting Starfox first, so we'll call it even. And and another big surprise for me that really was like, yes! A Mario and Luigi crossed with Paper Mario. Oh my goodness, and it looked like it was a fantastic, it just looked so fantastic. To see these two cross, I was just like, yes! 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 I was just so happy to see it. It just looked so cool, so awesome, so gorgeous, and it just took, and it's not Sticker Star. I assure you, people have said it online, people who've played it on the demos, they all said the same thing. It's not Sticker Star. It's a Mario and Luigi game, but I'm kind of thinking that it's leading up to another Paper Mario game. I think this is kind of like the transition, you know, like, this is kind of like the mid-step, so, okay, Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, now Paper Mario. That's kind of how I'm seeing it happening, and it again, great, fantastic, I'm happy. Xenoblade Chronicles X, game released this year. So many games being released this year. Fire Emblem, next year, spring, so, okay. We know about it. And then a new Zelda game, not Zelda Wii U mind you, but a multiplayer Zelda game. I was like, interesting. It kind of seems to be taking like the Four Swords route, but I kind of think that it would work. It's going to work better this time because it's going to be online. You won't need a Game Boy Advance, GameCube connection cable, and a GameCube. Yeah, okay, I liked it. I did like Four Sword Adventure, but let's be honest, it was a headache if you wanted to play multiplayer. And now that you can play it not only online, but on your handheld 3DS, on your own, perfect, happy. You can customise Link with costumes so he can do certain tasks better than other things. I mean, and some of the costumes looked really cute and fun. I couldn't help but smile when I saw it. I thought it looked really good. And a couple of Animal Crossing spin-offs. First is Happy Home, which looks like a fun decorating kind of thing. It has charm to it and things. And finally, Amiibo Festival, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which is going to have a lot of Animal Crossing Amiibos for it. Yeah, I hope they release a lot of those, because otherwise no one's going to have any, except for those scalpers who keep selling for 500 quid a piece online. Seriously, Pete, seriously, you guys, stop it. It's not funny anymore. We just want the blaming thing to ourselves. It's not fun to deny a kid his amiibo, or a 26-year-old guy who lives with his parents still. But you know something? Who cares? It looked very Mario Party-esque. It looked pretty fun, but it's not interesting me personally. But coming out this year, And a game that's getting a fair amount of controversy. I'm like, when I see it, but Metroid Prime Federation Force. Okay, I have not seen something that ridiculous happen before. I mean, seriously, a petition to cancel it? You wanna know how you don't get them to make the game again? You don't buy it. Yeah, that's probably the best way to stop them from making a game again. Didn't sell, so we probably won't make it again. Oh, problem solved. Not bitch online and... Oh, I need to change this with my opinions online. Okay, so... I got myself ahead again. Anyway. Oh, fine minute. Federation Force, I'm not interested, but I'm kind of seeing that it's building up to something to do with Metroid. Look in between the lines, people, just do so. It's going to be awesome either way. I'm happy to see something being done with Metroid Fusion, Metroid at least, because let's face it, look at Starfox. Before that, Steel Diver Sub Wars. That was set in the Starfox universe. We had a couple of other games that were in the Starfox universe. And guess what happened now? We have a Starfox game, a proper Starfox game. Read in between the lines. They're building up to another Metroid. Take it from me, they really are. Same with Paper Mario. I think they really are building up to a Paper Mario game. And I'm hoping that it's just going to be fantastic. And to be honest with you, I'm so glad that this E3, I have so much to talk about. I mean, last year, I really struggled to find things to talk about, and I'm so glad that I didn't have this problem this year. But I'm going to say, the ones I was most impressed with was Xbox and Nintendo. For the simple reason is, they concentrated more on games that are coming out this year, more than games that are coming out next year. Next Christmas 2016. But Sony kind of just repeated last year of Uncharted 4! Everything else 2016. I mean, okay, I really do want a reason to buy a PlayStation 4. I really do. I need those 5 games. I've said this before, I don't buy a console until there's 5 games on there that I want. There are 5 games on the Xbox One that I want, so I will eventually get one. Eventually. I don't have the money right now. Things are expensive, birthdays and all that rubbish. It all happens, we have lives. Yeah, I have a life, believe it or not. Why do you think why do you think there's always such a huge gap between my videos? So much drama in my house. But I don't record on my camera because of my modesty. I'm a bit of a modest person. Anyway, so what do I think? I'm not going to declare a winner. There really wasn't a winner. We won in the end. Games that we wanted, we got them. Games that were coming out, we got them. But one bit of an issue. There was really a lack of any new IPs. And that kind of concerns me. So many sequels, and remakes, and no real new IPs or new ideas. That kind of got me a bit concerned, but yeah, you know something? I'm just happy enough that we get some good games coming that are on their way, being made, that are going to happen. I'm just thankful that this is E3. I thought it was a good E3. I didn't think it was just last year. Microsoft and Sony just kind of shot themselves in the foot because they're having a slappy fight. And then Nintendo just came in and just wore them both like gloves, like an oven glove, the pet last year. And I kind of think that's why there's so much criticism about Nintendo this year. There wasn't any of those big surprises. Same with Microsoft. There wasn't really any big surprises. There was just games that we knew about, that we knew were about, but we didn't have any release dates. They concentrate more on release dates. And I kind of think that's why everybody just kind of was like going, oh, Sony won! But when in fact, I think they were just so caught up in the surprise of the moment, they failed to take into account what really was important. Everything they were talking about was coming out 2016. It's just one of those things. But anyway, I've harped on enough about it. Happy with E3, a lot of awesome games coming out, a lot of awesome announcements, hoping to see so much more wonderful things and so many wonderful ideas down the road. I'm hoping that the rest of this year is going to be a good year for gaming. God bless you all, and carry on gaming.